Alright, hey everybody. Back at Fallout 76, Steel Dawn plus Steel Rain. This is probably going to be the final episode. At least I'm hoping it's going to be. Kind of taking a little bit longer than I thought I would. What are we on? 11 or 12? So yeah, taking a little bit long. We're heading down the West Tech, and I have an energy drink for today. An Amply from Summit. Summit makes another energy drink called a Gridlock, and I used to drink those because they were cheap. Really cheap. They tasted awful and barely gave you an energy. This one, it's cotton candy. It tastes okay. I wouldn't say it's... There's a couple other energy drinks companies that have cotton candy. I can tell you it tastes better than that. It's like, you can still taste like the base energy drink flavor, and then it's like... It's like you're drinking a regular energy drink, and then you taste, and then someone poured a little bit of cotton candy, and then you put cotton candy in your mouth. It's not really a strong cotton candy flavor. Oh, they're ticked. So yeah, we're heading down to West Tech. Strangely, a place I have not been on this character. Isn't there another quest that takes you to West Tech? I think it's the astronaut girls. Commander Daguerre's quest line takes you to West Tech, doesn't it? I have to say, Bethesda, this game, I've seen a lot of videos complaining about, the content of this game and what it needs, and like what Bethesda needs to do and what they need to do. Right, and they're not gonna do this. This game's not a priority. We need a couple things, right? We don't need more events, alright? Events are, you can add in as many events, but a lot of them are just boring and garbage to do. I mean, think about it. Think about, like, the last big event they added, okay? Project Paradise, right? That's almost an endgame dungeon, like an endgame event. And yet they have it as a random event, and because, nobody wants to do it, and it's not a bad event, but it's like, they put too many events in the randomized things, in my opinion. Like, that should not be a randomized game. I'd like you to register those first two shots. Okay, all those registered. They need to fix the hit registration and, like, the rebounding health bars. Like that. Yeah, and we're getting a new boss. Spoilers: we're gonna be getting a new boss eventually, like world boss. Don't know how tough he's gonna be. I hope he's more than just shoot, because to me, the boss I like the most out of all three endgame bosses. Well, three endgame bosses we have, which is the Scorchbeast Queen, the Wendigo Earl Williams, Wendigo Colossus, and the Sheep Squatch. I like the Sheep Squatch, or the fake Sheep Squatch event. Imposter. I like that one the best, because it's not just shoot the enemy, it's, there's teamwork involved. I like the ones that require teamwork more than just unload on the enemy. Because that's what Earl is, that's what the Queen is, and I know those are the two people do the most of, but it's like... that's another problem with this community. Like, and the community in general. Like, Bethesda can't add difficult content to the game. Because most of the community is not, they're not good enough to handle that content. Not gonna say, not gonna say there aren't people out there. Obviously, you have people that can solo Scorchbeast Queen and Earl Williams and all that. Mainly stealth builds, but I think you get what I mean, like... What do I have to do? Learn the secrets of West Tech. Oh yeah, the secondary quest that's in here. Game, I did not press shoot. The game is still broken sometimes where it will shoot when I want to run. Neither of those registered, always good. I love when things don't register. Two biggest problems I have with this game still. Rebounding health bars, which we're not seeing too much of. At least not with this weapon. And just hit registration. This isn't that good. I mean, I don't have, like... This character is not spec'd at all. And for... I don't know, I feel like I'm doing... Why am I overcumbered? I'm like 40... Holy crap, why am I so overcumbered? Oh no, I want to keep those. I want to keep those missiles. I have to keep the missiles. I do not need to keep you, though. Oh, yeah. I forgot I did the queen right before this, so I'm carrying probably some stupid things. That's still 20 pounds. 20 pounds over. What did I pick up? Oh. I don't need that. I had to pick up something else. I'm still over by quite a bit. Ah, well. Oh, my food. Yeah. Is that helping? I have no food. Oh, but what we can do... What I can do real quick... Oh, open the perk card pack, for one. I'll get Cannibal, and that's how I'll get food, and that'll give me 5 strength, though. It still won't be enough. Huh. Come here, super mutant. Being annoying with your... Oh, you're a legendary. Hello.
Look at your death!
Look at your lag. That's not my second weapon game. This is. It's like, how am I lagging? It's like, I have the Ethernet it's... no, it's the game lagging, alright? People always tell me, oh no, it's you lagging. No, it's the server lagging. Like, the server is having trouble. I remember someone told me, it was like, oh no, it's not the game lagging. It's, you're lagging. Like, no. It's the only game I have lag in. Okay? Oh, another legendary. Oh, missiles. Okay, I want to use the missile launcher on, well, let's just say the end of this whole trade. It's weird, right? Oh wait, oh, that's a champion. Okay, but what even was his health bar? Yeah, but champions, they're the new strongest super mutants. Gladiators are the second strongest now. Oh, really? I'm out of that. Okay. It's not... No, pick the shotgun. Okay, there we go. And I kind of want to get an Xbox Series X just so I can actually use this menu without freezing. Or stuttering. Whatever whatever it does, like when I press this, how it like freezes for a couple or like a second. Yeah. Don't do that. The game doesn't like when you spam this weapon. You have to like time it, or else it like you get rebounding health bars. I mean, for a completely unspec'd character in like the high level zone, you know, dealing with level 100 Super Mutant champions, I'm not doing too bad. That's why I never understood min-maxing in this game. You have people min-maxing their characters like crazy. It's just like, why? The game isn't difficult. It's literally made for casual players. I mean, think about it. Like, the game's made for the casual audience, right? Why do people min-max their characters like crazy? To do what? To defeat a ghoul? Or super mutants that can be. I mean, that being said, like this character is going to be the most. Well, not really min-max. I don't know. It's just going to be a weird character. It's going to be the ultimate build, which isn't like. I guess you can say it sort of is. Min-maxed. Not really. I made this character primarily as a test bed. Like, I wanted it as a test bed character. Right? So this is what it is. Oh, and I forgot to do what I was gonna do. God dang, I got distracted. I want cannibal, so I can eat the super mutant body, and then, get full food. Where's the super mutant body? It's funny you can't eat. Alright, there. Oh, I still have this costume on. Is that a super mutant body? I killed, like, a bunch of them. Come on now. There's one. Easy way to get full food. It's weird you can eat super mutants, but, like, you don't get any diseases from it. It's like, you think you would get, like, FEV by eating super mutants. I guess not. Oh, that's a dog. We have to go down there. I also have to complete that little side. I'll complete that little side quest while I'm in here. Yeah, take another drink of this Amply. Amply. It's funny, they copied the name of another energy drink called Amp. They just put an I on the end, Amply. This is just me, but I feel energy drinks are gonna have some type of regulation around them. I feel like they're the, like, I don't know, I feel it's gonna be like, how back in the 1800s, you know, you had soda that was, like, very kind of unhealthy for you. Hazmat suit. No, I do not want that. I put that Vault Boy... Oh, that's another Brotherhood quest we can do. That's for the old Brotherhood. I put that Vault Boy thing on thinking it was funny on one, and it's like, it's so worthless. Give me your food. Alright, almost at full food. Okay. Alright, there. Okay. One, forbidden knowledge needs to come off, and then I'm going to actually turn off the main quest because we can do the side quest relatively quickly. Just basically learning on about what happened. Taming group. Felicia Gordy. Oh yeah, there's some stuff in here that says like how people were what people turned into and stuff. There's like a holotape of a girl turning into a super mutant, which is kind of neat. You don't really hear about that too much. Still think it'd be cool to have a super mutant, right? That like regained its it fully regained its memory. Sort of like Virgil, but Virgil's kind of like a special case, you know? And, what was Erickson? Erickson's wasn't really that either, because he wasn't remembering himself. I guess Lily from New Vegas is kind of like that. Huh. I'm out of ammo. The old noob weapon. All rise. And during 2018 and 2019, this weapon was everywhere. You had this excavator power armor, you were set for everything. Before anyone learned how to do builds in this game. And yeah, you can still get by. Like, go get excavator power armor and all rise. You're basically set for the end of the game, for endgame. I mean, yeah, I'm not one-hitting them, but power armor, this would be better. I mean, look, how many max level super mutants are there? And they're shooting at me, and they're like failing to kill me. Even like given like one or two stim packs, I'm good. Yeah, just try to hit them in the head, because headshots do more damage. Like, I need like a heavy gun. Something I can just, you know, hold down. I'm out of pepper shaker rounds. I'm out of that. But okay, no, I have nothing. No, I want those missiles. Oh, well, I guess I'm using this two-shot thing. Not spec'd for rifles, but we're gonna see how this works. Not that great. Do I have anything... Oh wait, where's the... This is actually fairly powerful. Ah, two-shot explosive. You were once the king of the game, and then you got nerfed so heavily. Like, I always wonder, if they never nerfed two-shot explosive, do you think bloodied builds would have became popular? Because, like, it was the nerfing of two-shot explosive that made bloodied builds become #1. Because before that, you would basically just spec completely around explosives in full health. Because these would damage you severely. Even with fireproof on, the old two-shot explosive still did a lot of damage to you. I mean, I guess you could use them at low health, but really wasn't, like, that viable. Oh well. I mean, you're always gonna have people complaining about the meta. You know, one build is always going to be the best. You have to have one build that's going to be the best. Weird how a gladiator, one of the top tier super mutants, doesn't have a full auto gun.
Spineless human.
What do we have here? This isn't really Brotherhood lore. I mean, this has nothing to do with the Brotherhood. Advanced mutations. Super mutant programs showing great promise.
Come out wherever you are.
Huh. I got a bunch of photo frames? What? Close again. I guess this is lore for the...
Attention citizens. Nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at
I
your
don't
earliest convenience.
want to do
Thank you for your
a queen. I just did a queen. Oh, maybe I shouldn't close that one. What? I'm going to take that. Just because I think I have 5 mm ammo. It might be useful to have a weapon that actually has ammo. Because I run out on this character a lot. You know that? Can't like plasma. Oh, maybe that's why I'm so overcumbered. But now I'm 100 pounds overcumbered. Is there a workbench in here that I can scrap things? Yes, there is. Actually, I'm going to scrap both of those weapons. Just, yeah. Take that off. Okay. I'm still incredibly overcumbered, though. Probably, well, that's 10 pounds. It still wouldn't be that much. Okay. We just did that. I'm not doing that. Sorry. The catalyst. Let's go back to doing the main quest. We did that side quest real quick, and are they doing the queen again? They are not? Oh, they're doing Earl. Like I said, it's Queen or Earl. No one really does Encrypted. Which I spelled wrong on like the video, on the one video of doing like it on the Dweller Must Die server, and like some girl got real angry that I spelled it wrong and called me a casual. I was like, I'm not fixing it. If it makes people angry, I spelled it wrong. I found it funny. It's funny. What do we got?
Sure is better than dealing with the fanatics at the pit.
Fanatics at the pit. Yeah, Hellcats from the pit, which is cool. Like, it sucks they made them, like, just such a boring
Life is the good.
mercenary faction. Because they don't appear. They only appear during this quest line. It sucks. It's like, you could do so much, Bethesda. It's like, you made cool mercenaries before, you know? Talon Company and the Gunners are both really cool. These guys aren't that... I mean, their outfit's cool. It's basically from Fallout 3. But they have pipe weapons. And, like, you don't know anything about them other than that they're from the pit. I mean, look, they're shooting at me with pipe weapons. Do I really... Oh, I got... Oh. No idea. Oh, Sugar Rush. Hey, a bloodied minigun. Alright. See, why can't they have... Oh, I guess the leader had a... Whoa.
Found him.
That's actually not a bad bloodied minigun. I'll probably try and sell that. Yeah, he dropped the 44. I mean, yeah, using a 44, okay, that's cool. That's like, you know, that's a cool weapon. Smith & Wesson Model 29, alright? Like what this is. Actually, this would be a 629, right? With the bull barrel.
Stay where we can see you.
No need for that, Toe. I have not run away thus far, have I?
Enough, Shin. Let's catch up with our vanguard.
I love how I had to clear the place out when I'm just an initiate. Get the guys in power armor who still do not have helmets. Didn't come here, you know? It's like... Really? It's like, look at your weaponry. You got more than... I got a revolver. I got a Smith... I have a Smith & Wesson. You have, you know, heavy weapons, but yeah, alright.
Everything under control, Initiate.
The Hellcats were likely here to protect Blackburn's associates from the super mutants above.
Should we expect any further resistance?
I am not aware of the details of the defensive measures my colleagues may have taken. I would not, however, expect them to tolerate trespassers.
We should keep moving.
As you wish. I am your prisoner, after all. I have little choice in the matter. A trap I conceived, prepared, and executed entirely while in your custody? You give me too much credit. Dr. Farhar is nominally the head of their group, Headstrong, an old university colleague. Dr. Jane was a junior scientist at West Tech, brilliant but easily led. He shared my disgust at the Huntersville mistake. Nellie Wright, on the other hand, is Dr. Farhar's pet project, an adoptee of sorts. Very talented, despite her lack of formal schooling.
This is a trap, and he just said Headstrong. To take on anyone. Did they just make a Trapped reference? Trapped? Really? The band with one song? The one, like, they have more than one song, but, like, Trapped has only made one good song, and that's Headstrong. It's a really good song, but, like, they've never made anything else that's good. I'll listen to that after this. Alright.
Certainly.
Let's move out. Eyes open.
Other than like a Bethesda game referencing Trapped. Then again, there's a metal band reference, like a 90s metal band reference in Fallout 3. It's really weird. It's like on a terminal. It's like such a random thing.
Edgar. Edgar, who are these people? What happened to the guards?
The guards are dead, Dr. Farhar. This is the Brotherhood of Steel. I have been their guest since they discovered our project. Regrettably, they object to what we are doing.
We will not be intimidated. This facility is secure. You can't get to us. We will finish our work. This isn't the Huntersville strain. Dr. Blackburn has purified the virus of its considerable defects.
We've made something wonderful out of something horrible. We're helping people this time. Well, no, not as such, but...
Of course we have. Experimentation has identified the key flaws in the original strain. Iterative testing has pinpointed the defective genetic sequences, and we've corrected them in each case.
Of course not. What West Tech did was a terrible mistake, an affront to science. They didn't care who they hurt, and they did it just to see what happened. We're trying to help people. This will make people safe again.
Dr. Jane is enthusiastic, but it's true. We are not doing this just to satisfy our curiosity.
We're advancing science itself. The cost doesn't matter. No offense to Dr. Jane, but West Tech wasn't doing science. They were only burning ants with a magnifying glass by comparison.
Just realized the character's name is Jane, which is another Diary of Jane, which is a pretty good song, actually. It's a I don't know if these are supposed to be references, but it feels like it is.
We've run the simulations. All three of us triple-checked the models and compared to prior experimental data.
We're confident in the formulation.
You know what they say? Human testing is the best testing. A large-scale release will provide a representative sample. Science needs vision, like Dr. Blackburn's, like ours. Let's not let testing hold us back.
Well, sure. It might seem hasty, but...
Don't be such a pushover, Janie.
No! Wait. I've also had my doubts. Perhaps we should discuss this after all.
I can see you're troubled. You know what you're doing isn't right. Let's talk through this. We can come to an agreement.
I want to avoid violence. But that's always on the table, as long as you hold Dr. Blackburn hostage. Let him go. Please, let him go or we will cut off this negotiation and proceed with our plans.
I am afraid you will have to give in on this one. If you truly want to stop our distribution process, I advise you to listen to the doctor's entreaties.
What? No, he doesn't.
Allow me to explain. My colleagues could not stop production if they tried. It requires a code. I am the only one who knows the code. I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
Is this true?
Edgar.
You will have to forgive Dr. Farha. She did not know. I added this functionality to our distribution program. As insurance, you might say.
Boy, that's handy, huh?
So there you have it. I am willing to help you in exchange for sparing my colleagues' lives. But you will have to let me in there with them. Perhaps in the end, I am more willing to sacrifice the lives of strangers than friends and colleagues. I do not wish them to be harmed. My hypocrisy in this is only human. I assure you, I have only a peaceful resolution in mind.
We cannot seriously be considering this.
I don't like it either. But what other option do we have? If we do nothing, the outcome will be just as catastrophic.
Dr. Farha, please permit me inside as a sign of good faith from the Brotherhood. I am certain we can negotiate a peaceful resolution and perhaps preserve our work at the same time.
All right. I'm registering you for the security grid. Just you.
With your leave,
Don't make this worse.
This is a mistake.
now that that is over with. Nellie, prep the test chamber. They want proof of our success. I will give it to them myself.
Edgar, wait!
I apologize for the deceit, but I cannot risk you undoing all we have accomplished. Soon you will understand that I was right.
Edgar, please. Let's talk about this.
You've signed your death warrant, Blackburn.
I will test the sample on myself and be proof of our achievement. Anything you do to me after does not matter. I'm going in. Ready the tag.
We should have executed him when we had the chance.
Now is not the time. We've got to find a way in quickly. There's no time to waste.
Alright, let's do this. And I know what happens. Some of you might know what happens.
FEV flow ready, Doctor.
Initiate procedure. Code.
Initiating.
Please. All of you, this isn't right!
What's this? No. What's happening? This copy. The figures were correct.
And he has turned into basically the biggest super mutant behemoth I believe there is. Ah, it did nothing. Wow, this is a strong weapon too. I wonder if they're gonna reuse that model, because like this is a completely unique model for a behemoth. I mean, he's just using behemoth animations, but this is he does have a completely unique super mutant model. He's almost an ultra mutant. I did not come prepared for this. I thought that missile launcher was going to destroy him. Turns out, no. Hey, I got... This might help. Not exactly the best, because it's not upgraded at all, but... I really wonder if they're going to turn his model into a boss. Eventually, because, you know.
I will fix this.
He has a lot of health. I forgot he does have a lot of health. Wow. Heal myself, thank you. Will one of you take the aggro, please? Not that there is aggro in this game. I must kill you for science. Yeah, only if I had like an anti-armor one or a mutant slayer. This is my queen, and this is the weapon I use against the queen mostly. Zealot's Ultra Sight Gatling Laser. Does good damage versus the queen. Even not upgraded and not spec'd. You get like, I think around 10 damage a shot on the queen with this thing. Why is he running away? Well. Another core. Night Shin, you have the worst weapon out of all of us. You know what he actually looks like? I just realized this. He's Fallout 3 concept art.
They do look dangerous. Maybe we can use that to our advantage.
Monstrous end, monstrous human being.
This is what happens when we let people play God. This proves more than anything the need for our Brotherhood.
Edgar, he...
Wait, oh, crap. These guys were talking and I skipped their conversation. Whoops.
I owe you an apology. Our work was a failure. Any good it might have done was a mirage. I knew it in my heart, but didn't listen. As a token of goodwill, I have used Edgar's code to stop production. We will not distribute the virus. I will make sure of that. But I will not simply let you in. There may be little I can do to stop you, but I will defend my colleagues in what little way I can. You've certainly been more diplomatic than I was expecting, given your organization's reputation. I do believe you have good intentions. I suppose we have no choice but to trust you now. The way is open. We await your judgment.
Do you really think they've stopped production? This whole sob story sounds like a trap.
We can verify that once the area is secure and send for Scribe Valdez to double check. Until then, stay on your guard.
You've arrived. Please, hear me out. We are scientists. Our work is all we have to give to this broken world. We had truly hoped to give humanity a better way to fight back. Against the radiation, the mutants, the decay of civilization. We failed. But this doesn't have to be the end. There is so much good that we can still do, please. Spare us your wrath.
Why does it sound like you're giving up? We weren't that far off, just a tweak here or there.
If I may interrupt, I agree with everything Dr. Farha has to say. Despite how it looks, we are not evil people. We wish only to better humankind. Knowing that, what are your intentions with us?
Well put. The Brotherhood exists to keep humanity safe. And your work endangered everyone in Appalachia. If that failed virus had gotten out, countless people could have died. We can't allow you to continue experimenting.
Wait, Shin. It's clear that we can't just let them go. But their knowledge could be valuable to the Brotherhood and the people of Appalachia. Blackburn was the ringleader, but he's gone. We know nothing about the others. And of all people, you and I shouldn't fault anyone for trying to make a difference.
I can. And I will.
Is this still about back then? You can't forgive yourself for your own mistakes, so you refuse to forgive others too. When will you put that behind you?
This has nothing to do with that. There will be no more experiments. And they're too dangerous to keep prisoner.
Wait, you're really going to kill us?
Hold on. We're not killing anybody. We will bring them back to Fort Atlas and have Scribe Valdez monitor their work.
Have you lost your mind?
Think about it. This is exactly why the Brotherhood exists. To safeguard technology. I hate to admit it, but the Elders are right on this. We can't let them go, but we can't destroy what knowledge they have either.
A wise compromise. I'm willing to cooperate. You, the angry one. Consider the fact that universities are no longer operating. In a generation or two, there will be few, if any, people left in the world with a formal education.
How many dozens have you killed? Do you really think your life is worth more than theirs because of your education? We don't need your knowledge if you're deranged enough to resort to human experimentation.
Please, stop this. Let us stop for a moment and talk to each other. There's still much that we haven't told you about our work. And we know little about your Brotherhood. Perhaps we can find out more where our perspectives overlap.
Yes. Maybe some discussion will cool Shin's head. I have no desire for this to come to blows.
Very well. You haven't said anything yet? Surely you have an opinion on this matter. By all means. We won't be going anywhere.
I urge you to reconsider. This was never meant to come to violence. Dr. Farha may disagree, but I'd like to finish the FEV formula. We can implement new safety measures. Animal experiments only. Thorough waste disposal. We were so close to improving the human race as we know it. The world has changed, my friend. How are we to survive if we don't change with it? They are good people. Dr. Farah is quite strict, but it's because she cares. About Nellie, particularly. The girl is unorthodox, but you can't fault her for it. We're all born differently into this world. And about Dr. Blackburn. Well, the world has lost a visionary intellect. It's a shame. A tragedy. I never intended to hurt anyone. Dr. Blackburn was in charge of procurement. He told us they were volunteers. It was only later that... But by then... Please understand, we were so close. It could have ended any day. And everything we did was for the greater good. We must carry forward what we learned, or all that sacrifice will have been for nothing. Please don't let this work go to waste.
What questions do you have for me? Or has your party made a decision? We could focus the idea of human evolution into a more targeted formula. Say, a formula to increase muscle bulk, or to repel radiation. In fact, I hear serums of that sort may already be circulating among the survivors of the region. I'd like to study what they have created and improve upon it. It went too far. And quite frankly, I regret bringing the others onto this project. By the time I figured out that Dr. Blackburn was experimenting on humans, Nellie and Dr. Jane had already become passionate about the project. I was unable to convince them to pull back. I stayed, in the hopes that my objections could save even one innocent person from being experimented on. There was no one interested in listening. I had to talk your superiors down first. The Brotherhood are a passionate sort, aren't they? Dr. Blackburn and Dr. Jane were my college associates. They didn't know each other at the time. I met Nellie when she broke through my window to search for scraps, as wasteland survivors do. She was more interested in my research notes than my leftovers, so I took her in, taught her what I know. I'm responsible for the actions of my associates. I ask that you have mercy on them, if not me.
I heard when the Brotherhood breaks down your door, they say, "Add victory, hand over your arms." Is that true? Oh, wow. That's scary. You really made my heart skip a beat. I don't have any arms. Well, unless you mean human arms, because I've got 2 of those, but they're mine. You can't have them. What about them? Oh, are you a licensed medical professional? Even if you are, it's pretty rude to make sudden, unwarranted diagnoses of people you just met. To improve the human race. If I was kidnapped for our experiments, I wouldn't mind. Most kidnappers do much worse. Is that any worse than being human? As Dr. Jane says, all life is sacred. You'd probably gun them down regardless, right? Okay, I guess.
I disagree with the all life is sacred thing. I mean, you look at deer in real life. They're animals that are basically made to die. I mean, look at, like, deer will literally run into a car to die, or they'll jump off a bridge, or there's videos of a deer just running into the front of a train for no reason. You know, not all life is sacred. Some of it's stupid.
Janie and Farah? Well, I don't think anybody liked me before Farah, so I'm glad we're together. Janie worries too much. He's always asking, are we doing the right thing? Is this gonna work? You don't know until you try. Edgar was the most fun of all. Too bad he miscalculated. Wrong. It's all wrong. We ran the models, but the models were wrong. I know exactly where to change the ratios to make this work. I can make it work. We just need one more chance. Don't run from science. Let us do this. Let us change the world. You're not really gonna kill us, are you? I'm awfully young to die. You can fit a lot of experiments into 60 more years.
We need to come to an agreement. I won't stand for impulsive violence. Their methods were cruel and wrong, but no one is beyond forgiveness. What matters is what they do from today onward. Let's give them a chance to make things right. The scientists are to return to Fort Atlas with us and work alongside Scribe Valdez on a new project that we all agree upon. These are smart people. They just need to be pointed in the right direction. They could still do a lot for humanity. I hope you can see what...
Oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to skip that conversation.
Those who commit crimes against humanity must be punished. It wouldn't be right to let them run free. Not to the people they killed, and not to the people they could kill in the future. The Brotherhood of Steel must protect the future of Appalachia, and of the world. That is none of your concern.
How long do you intend to sweep it under the rug like nothing happened? You're torturing yourself, Shin, and they deserve to know.
Maybe so. But this is neither the time nor the place for this discussion.
Shin, you owe it to yourself to admit that you made a mistake. Stop crumbling under the guilt and just accept it.
For those I failed then, and those I failed since, for them, I have to do better. The raiders on the expedition route, Romani decided we would stay and fight them. But giving the order to distribute the weapons to the settlers there, it was my idea. I wanted to give them a chance. But I got them killed instead. Then I hope you'll also take away the same lesson that I did. I don't see what other option there is. As I stated before, they're too dangerous to hold prisoner. So we either ignore the danger, or eradicate it. This is bigger than all of us. I hope you understand that.
I'm going with the decision of keeping them alive.
What questions do you have for me? Or has your party made a decision? And what has your organization decided? That's a relief. I assure you that you'll have our cooperation.
So that's it then. You and Romani would repeat the mistakes of the past and use these criminals to build more weapons of destruction. To send the world further down the path of chaos for your own gain. All while wearing the Brotherhood insignia on your chest.
The Brotherhood's mission has always been to use the power of science to guide us to a better world. Rather than murder great minds, we will shape them into people who will serve that mission. And we will do it without barbarians like you.
On that point, we agree. I refuse to serve an illegitimate branch of a principled institution. The Elders need to know about our failures. All of them. It will be my honor to give that report in person. My best initiates will be coming with me. The ones I can trust.
Take them. There are plenty more willing recruits out there who would rather extend a helping hand than a killing blow.
You mean who'd rather cower behind the guise of altruism than take responsibility and make things right? It doesn't matter. Do as you will, Romani. The Elders will judge the outcome. Goodbye.
We are grateful. The work we do next could still change the world.
You go on ahead. I'll bring the scientists back to Fort Atlas, then we can discuss everything that's happened.
Yes, if you want to know why I picked that decision, instead of going with the Knight. While the Knight is much closer to the original Brotherhood's mission, I like the idea of rogue Brotherhood chapters, alright? I think it's much more interesting to have multiple different Brotherhoods, or that all identify as the Brotherhood of Steel, that have very different ideas all over the country, than just to have one uniform ideology, right? Because if you look at Brotherhoods, right?
Stay focused.
Because if you look at the Brotherhood ideology from game to game, we have let's go over all the Brotherhoods. All right. Which one? So you basically have three types of Brotherhoods. I would say the conservative style Brotherhood, the liberal style Brotherhood, and the insane. All right, and the conservative one would be the West Coast chapter, the Mojave chapter, and the Brotherhood Outcast, and the Fall of Force. They are adherent to the original code. All right. Then you have the more liberal Brotherhoods, and that would be the Fallout 3 Brotherhood, the main Brotherhood. That would be, and the Appalachian Brotherhood. The more liberal Brotherhoods don't follow the code. They are still Brotherhood, but they don't follow the code exactly. That would be, like I said, the Fallout 3 Brotherhood, so the East Coast Brotherhood. That would be the original Appalachian Brotherhood. They didn't follow the code at all. They didn't care anything about preservation of technology or any of that. And I would say you also have, Romani's Brotherhood here, right? And then you have the insane ones, which are so far from Brotherhood that they're barely consider. I would barely consider them like true Brotherhood anymore. That would be the Fallout Tactics Brotherhood, so the Midwest Brotherhood, and the non-canon Texas Brotherhood. Because if you don't know, those Brotherhoods fully... Well, I would even say this one's kind of insane, a little bit insane too, because the Fallout Tactics Brotherhood and the Texas Brotherhood both accept mutants into into their faction. The Fallout Tactics Brotherhood even accepts talking Deathclaws. In Fallout Tactics, you can get talking Deathclaws, fully intelligent Deathclaws who join the Brotherhood of Steel in Fallout Tactics. So you have these kind of three ideologies, right? And I like that more than just Brotherhood's the same everywhere you go. I know some people want that, a lot of the New Vegas fans want it to be everywhere you go, all Brotherhood is the same. That's why they don't like the Fallout 3 Brotherhood. Actually, if I die... I am like 100 pounds over. How much junk do I have? Oh, actually, let me just get rid of all this junk. Are any of my teammates close to Fort Atlas? No. Because what I can do... Oh, maybe I can spawn... Maybe I can spawn there, so I'm gonna die. This is it's kind of like a, not really a glitch, but like something you can do. Kill me. Oh, this might help. Okay, game just like completely removed my... What is happening? He stopped shooting me? That did nothing. I need to die somehow. Okay, yeah. Grenades are... That exploded somewhere else. Weird. Grenades are broken. Oh, there should be more mutants behind here. Why do they not have automatic weapons? Weird. Well, this is going to be another over-hour-long episode. Oh, well. I'll render it. I don't care. I need something to kill me. Turret.
Let's play.
Turret. Work. Game. Work. Game. Okay. Why do you run away from me? Weird. All right. Kill me. Kill me. Enemies. Dogs. Man, this server is like busted. Alright. Jeez. Alright, which teammate is close? Actually, that's not too far, thinking about it. Because he's not too far from a train station, so I can actually... What you do is you do this and you respawn on a teammate, so that you don't have to respawn at the place you died. Little bit of a weird glitch. I gotta get rid of that picture. It keeps showing up and it's just a picture to complete a challenge. Okay. Alright. Now we go here. I forgot that Night Shin goes back to California instead of... I thought he was going to, like... The reason I wanted that, because I thought he would form, like, another Brotherhood. So you'd have, like, a Brotherhood war. You don't get too much Brotherhood versus Brotherhood in the Fallout games. Like, Brotherhood Civil War. You kind of do in Fallout in Fallout 3 with the Outcasts, but... I still think Bethesda doesn't go crazy enough. Like, there's so much you could do with Fallout's writing. Like, to me, that's why I love Fallout 3, because it has the craziest writing of any Fallout. It has things that don't make any sense, you know? And that's why I also like this game, but it also kind of just... It's very... I don't know. Ever since... I feel like because the internet is full of very loud New Vegas fans, because New Vegas it doesn't go crazy, right? New Vegas is a very, like, calm game, I would say. It doesn't try to push crazy ideas. Or if you think about Fallout 3 pushes tons of crazy ideas. I mean, you have vampires, you have a guy who turned into a tree. Yeah, it was Harold, and he's from the originals, but he only had a tree growing out of his head. He didn't turn into a tree, you know, with druids. You had magic, like actual old gods, you know? Like, Fallout 3... I love Fallout 3 because of the insanity. And people aren't gonna like this, but, I never really liked New Vegas. I'm just gonna say it now. I might iterate on that more. Alright, let's get rid of you. You. What else can I get rid of? That. Heavy. That's heavy. That's heavy. That's a 1-star, and I don't need it. Actually put a... Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. I have a bunch of room in here now, so I can put more weapons. What can I put in here? We can put that in there, and that in there, and that in there. And where is... Put the quad cryolator in there. And we can put this in there. And that 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 in there. That. Oh, I can get rid of that. It's a 1-star. I have a lot of weapons on this character. People always, like, complain about not getting enough legendaries. It's just like, I am drowning in legendaries. I mean, if you're having trouble getting legendaries, I think you're playing wrong. I mean, look at what I have. Look at all these. Like, look. So many. It's crazy. But yeah, back to the Rogue Brotherhood chapters. That's why I think it's much more interesting to have that. Yeah, like I said, I think it's much more interesting to have Rogue Brotherhoods. Just because, I don't know. I don't think Bethesda's going to do anything with it. I think this is probably going to be the last time we see any Brotherhood content in this game. Just because I just don't see them doing anything with it. Maybe it might get some flavor text here and there, but yeah. Also, I got rid of Shin because he doesn't like dodge. Like, dodge is cooler to me than him. I mean, think about it. I mean, why is dodge an initiate, but Shin is a knight? Like, how did Shin get to knight, you know? Is it because the other guy died? Alright, turn off the,
Friends, initiates, faces new and old. It's good to see you today. I am proud to announce that the mutant threat has been cornered and removed. But it came with an unfortunate consequence. I'm sure you all know that relations between Shin and I have been strained for some time now. I'm afraid my leaving out his title is no mistake. Shin and his followers have decided to part ways with the Appalachian Brotherhood. I had every wish to work together with Shin on my mission, and still do. But he is no longer open to discussion. His loyalty to the Elders is unshakable. He would rescind his oath before besmirching the Brotherhood's name. Should he ever open his mind, I will be ready to listen. Now I have one more announcement to make. I'd like to recognize a particular initiate's exceptional contributions to our chapter. In most cases, this recognition would take the form of a standard rank increase. However, being a knight is a dedicated responsibility, and it's become quite clear to me that this initiate has obligations beyond just the Brotherhood of Steel. I won't take you away from Appalachia. As such, I'm granting you the unique title of Knight Errant. Why don't you come stand between Scribe Valdez and I, so I may officially confer your title? For exceptional contributions to the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel, I hereby name you Knight Errant. You may split your time with the Brotherhood as you see fit. We are forever grateful for what you've done for us. Now everyone, feel free to take a short break before your next assignment. You've earned it. So, Knight Errant, how does your new title feel? You deserve it. Don't let the wasteland tell you otherwise. I'm disappointed Shin would turn his back on us, but it's certainly better than the alternative. There were times I truly wondered what I would do if it came to it. If Shin pointed his gun at me, I know what I would do. So I'm grateful he didn't make me do it. Take your time. You're a topic of
So, Knight Shin is gone. I can't believe it. I wanted to be optimistic about their conflict, right up until the end. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like maybe this was inevitable. If only there was more I could have done. Well, both of them would die for their beliefs. At least this way, they can pursue those beliefs separately, rather than killing each other over them. Well, that's going a bit far, isn't it? But it's a very nice thing to say. Thank you. I'm going to keep doing my job. With one officer down, there's going to be a lot of slack to pick up. There's still a lot more I'd like to see out there, but right now, I need to support the Brotherhood. Don't mention it. As the resident scribe, it's my job to keep things functioning around here. Things are gonna get a lot looser around here. Paladin Romani never believed in strict regulations. She's going to focus on recruitment and outreach. Well, if you can find the time. Until next time.
Paladin Romani really knows how to take charge. They could have used more like her in the Appalachian chapter. She could have made a difference. Hedging your bets on Romani was bold. As the years roll on, she's gonna learn a thing or two about just how on our own we really are out here. I think she's got what it takes to make it happen, but she's gonna need people she can trust to step up and carry on that legacy. I wish the best for Shin, really. He was a real pain in the ass, but not a bad person. Glad he could walk out of this alive, at least. I don't envy where you stand. One foot on land, the other on a boat setting out to sea. Do you hop on? Trust your captain to lead you right? Or stand firm on the land you know? Now, one thing's for sure. If you don't decide, your ass will be in the water before you know it. Think carefully going forward. That's all I can say.
Did you need something? Of course. I understand why she had to leave, though. If we're lucky, maybe she'll help bridge the divide between the Brotherhood and the Raiders. I hope to see her again soon one day. And in the meantime, I'll always keep an eye on Max. I've always liked Paladin Romani, and she's focused on helping people. Her charismatic and optimistic nature makes it easier for the Brotherhood to continue to exist in Appalachia. See you around.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? Who's gonna handle everything? Who's gonna lead the recruits? What am I gonna do? Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, I think I'm alright. I don't do well with really big changes. I think I need some time to process this. I'm gonna sit down.
Night, Aaron.
Did that really just happen? I knew things between the higher-ups were shaky, but I didn't think one of them would actually leave. Especially Night Shin. I mean, it seemed like the Brotherhood was everything to him. Well, I guess things are going to change a bit around here.
We owe this victory to you, Knight Aaron.
Whatever reorganization we need to do, I'm sure it'll shake out into something even better than what we've got right now. Paladin Romani is the leader I want to follow. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. See you around, Knight Aaron.
Knight Aaron. It's been an honor to serve with you.
Oh, hello again. Hello, Knight Aaron. This schism hurt. It hurt us personally to conflict with one another, and it hurt the Brotherhood. But we can move forward now. The Paladin's the right leader for us. She can build something for Appalachia that Night Shin couldn't. No, still in training. With everything that happened, it really put the brakes on the process, you know? Nobody knew who to listen to. Except maybe Scott Valdez. Now that Night Shin's gone, I hope things will move forward, for all of us. Take care of yourself.
Do you think I could become an initiate too?
It can be really lonely at times. I miss her a lot. Maybe when I'm older, I'll be able to visit her. Hopefully the Brotherhood and Raiders will have stopped fighting by then.
Stay safe out there.
Congratulations on your promotion, Knight Aaron.
Enjoying the hors d'oeuvres? Now, we can start making the Brotherhood the benevolent organization I always wanted it to be. Our focus has to be helping the people of Appalachia, reaching out a hand and making them feel safe. This is a new dawn. Be proud that you were a part of it. Don't be a stranger. There will always be a place for you at Fort Atlas. At Victorium.
Knight Errant. It's been an honor to serve with you.
Well, everybody, that was the Brotherhood questline. Your reward, well, it's the Hellcat armor. They just kind of give it to you. It's kind of there. I mean, I want to talk about something, because... Oh wait, I have the wrong thing. I'll have to go outside. Because I want to talk about the Hellcat power armor, and the fact that it's just given to you.
We owe this victory to you, Knight Errant.
We owe this victory to you, Knight.
Oh wait, we can talk to these guys. I did not know they were...
Scribe Valdez is an excellent supervisor. I have every confidence our work will proceed smoothly.
The Brotherhood has too many restrictions. How are we supposed to accomplish anything like this?
You must believe that we only wanted to help. That we still do.
I wonder what they're gonna do. Because, like, I don't know if Bethesda's going to continue the Brotherhood questline. Like I said, I think that there's a lot of for a multiplayer game like this, I don't think our decisions matter, right? Like, what are they going to do in the future? They'd have to create two different quest lines, completely different quest lines for the Brotherhood, and I don't think they're going to do it. I think, like, that's it. This Brotherhood's done. You probably might see a little bit of flavor text here and there, but like I said, I think we're basically done with the Brotherhood. This is what I want to talk about, alright? Nope, wrong one. Wrong power armor. I have too many power armors now. But this is what I want to talk about, okay? Ultrasight and Hellcat. Hellcat basically makes Ultrasight worthless. You get them both at the end of a quest line, right? Fairly easy quest lines. So, and this comes with a lot better of effect. Like, Ultrasight has just been dragged through the mud, because not only do you have Strangleheart power armor, which is just Ultrasight but better in every way, but now you also have this. Right? You could argue, oh, well, you know, that it was already made obsolete by T65. But, you know, I don't know. It just feels weird how, like, we had this cool Brotherhood made power armor, and then they added this. And it's like, the Hellcat power armor has no lore behind it, other than we know the Hellcats use it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the future of this game goes. I'm not sure. Character doesn't have a gas mask on. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Tell me what I'm gonna tell you my final thoughts before I end it, alright? I thought this was mediocre, honestly. Like I said before, we were just back to Brotherhood versus Super Mutants. Fight the scientist. And something else I want to talk about is the Brotherhood's Shin's opinion towards the scientist. If you think about it, the Brotherhood in Fallout 4 wanted one of the scientists back. They had both. What was that one scientist's name? You had to go into the Institute to get the scientist to help repair Liberty Prime, right? So the Brotherhood is not against adopting or bringing in scientists who have done horrific things. So I don't know, but I thought this was kind of mediocre. It just kind of it felt more like not pandering, fan service. It felt like fan service more than like something that really needed to be added to the game, because it didn't really add anything. Like, this questline didn't add, I mean, yeah, you had the boss at the end, but it didn't add any new content afterwards, like endgame content. Like, what am I doing now? It's the same thing before this was added. I mean, yeah, it gave us a new power armor and some new weapons, but we're now just going back to the events or fighting the same bosses. It didn't add a new endgame boss. So I don't know. I mean, we're going back. I mean, like, the next big thing that's being added is the pit, and that's next year. So, yeah. I'm gonna end it here. An hour and 20 minutes is gonna take about 4 to 5 hours to render. So, yeah. See everybody later. Bye. I'm probably gonna do another Let's Play. Maybe not. I don't know. Bye. Bye for good this time. Well, not for good, but... End of the video. I'm ending it.